Hello students, this is your fifth chapter, Ocean and Man. So, you all have visited sea, isn't it? You have all well known about sea, beaches, oceans and all. So, we see a few glimpses of human life. In that, most of we are depend upon oceans in one or the another way, isn't it? For example, salt. We depend for salt, fish, and water transportation facilities, many more. One or the other way, we are depend on ocean. When viewed from the space, what we can see? We can see majority of the earth is covered with water. That is vast expanse of water. Only a few glimpses of landmass are seen in between these water. So, nearly 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. So, land is confined to the remaining 29%. Out of this 100%, 71% of the Earth is covered with water, and remaining 29% is only the land area. So, oceans occur between the land masses. So where these oceans occurs between these land masses, the major oceans are, you are familiar of these major oceans, which are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Antarctic Ocean, and the Indian Ocean. These are the five main major oceans: Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic, Antarctic, and Indian Ocean. So, each of the above oceans contain bays, straits, and several seas, isn't it? Like our nearby Arabian seas. You heard. Most of them have visited these Arabian seas. So, all these oceans contain what? Bays, then straits, and many more seas. The portion of the sea surrounded by land on three sides is called a bay. What is bay? Bay means a portion of the sea. Only a part of the sea which is surrounded by three sides. Land is surrounded by the three sides of a sea, then it is known as bay. Similarly, a narrow type stretch of sea between two landmass. Between two landmass, if there is a sea means, then it is strait. And sea is the portion of an ocean close to the land. So what is bay? Bay means the portion of the sea which is surrounded by land on three sides. Only one side, a small portion of the sea is there. Other three sides, it is covered by land masses. Then it is bay. Whereas a narrow type stretch of a sea is between the two land masses, then it is strait. Then what is sea? Sea is the portion of an ocean, a small part of an ocean which is near to the land. Then it is known as sea. Everyone are familiar about sea, isn't it? We are living in a coastal area. So all are visited sea. You can make a water sea. It is a portion of ocean which is near to the landmass. The Arabian Sea is the part of the Indian Ocean. We live near the Arabian Sea. So which are the five oceans? Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Antarctic. Which is the largest one? Yeah, the Pacific Ocean. The total area, that is nearly 165.2 lakhs square kilometer. The total area of Pacific Ocean is nearly 160.2 lakh square kilometer. And average depth is 4,280 meter. The Challenger Deep is the deepest point in the Pacific Ocean, and the deep is nearly 11,034 meter. Which is the deepest point in Pacific Ocean? Challenger Deep. Next one, the Atlantic Ocean. Here the total area is nearly 82.4 lakh square kilometer. Then average depth is 3,700 meter. Deepest point in Atlantic Ocean is Puerto Rico Trench, that is nearly 8,680 meter deep, and average 14,000 kilometer long mountain range known as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge exists along the middle of this ocean. So in middle of this ocean, there is a mountain which is known as Mid-Atlantic Ridge, which is nearly 14,000 kilometer long. Then our Indian Ocean. The total area is 73.4 lakh square kilometer, and its depth is 3,000. Average depth is 3,960 meter, and the deepest point here is Wharton Trench, which is nearly 7,725 meter deep. Next one is Arctic Ocean. The total area, it is the very smallest ocean, and its total area is nearly 14.9 lakh square kilometer, and the deepest point is 5,180 meter. Antarctic Ocean. The ocean surface is frozen here. Why? Because it is one of the coldest place. Here the ocean surface is frozen, also known as Southern Ocean. Antarctic Ocean is also known as Southern Ocean, and the total area is 32 lakh square kilometer. Which is the largest ocean? Pacific Ocean. Which is the smallest? Arctic. Which is Southern Ocean? That is Antarctic Ocean. Remember, just go through this for your information. Have you heard about islands and peninsula? So what is island? Islands are the land which is surrounded by sea on all the sides. If sea is surrounded by 3 sides, then it is base. Whereas the sea is surrounded by all the 4 sides, then it is an island. The land masses surrounded by sea on 3 sides are called peninsula. So, the land masses surrounded by sea, a land area which is surrounded by sea on the 3 sides, only one side is land, then it is called peninsula. All the land area, all the sides are covered by sea, then it is island. Make out the difference. If all the 4 sides are covered by the sea, then that land is known as island. Whereas the land area which is covered by only the 3 sides of an sea by the sea, then it is known as peninsula. Okay, islands. You are most familiar with some of the islands: Sri Lanka, Japan, Philippines, Madagascar, Maldives, Victorian Islands, British Isles, Greenland, Iceland, Sumatra, Newfoundland, New Guinea, Baffin, Cocos, etc. Peninsula: Indian Peninsula, Arabian Peninsula, Alaska Peninsula, Labrador Peninsula, Scandinavian Peninsula. Indian also. Only 3 sides of the India's part is covered by sea, isn't it? So here the temperature, then the salinity and density are the important characteristics of seawater. They are not uniform in all oceans, isn't it? These features, that is temperature, salinities, are not uniform in all the oceans. So what are the reasons for this that we are going to